I remember going into university already wondering what I was going to do after finishing. I spent a lot of time wondering what kind of career I would have, where I would work, and what job I was going to do. Just like you probably are now. This is me by the end of my first year. I started flying radio control aircraft and learning about fluid dynamics, flight mechanics and orbital mechanics. I was sure I wanted to go for one of the large aerospace companies like Airbus, Boeing, NASA or the European Space Agency. At the time, the first prototype of the 787 rolled out, showing what the future of civil aviation was going to be like. It seemed pretty exciting. After my second year, I learned about aerodynamics and control engineering, and it was evident that the knowledge could be transferred to other areas of engineering, like high-performance cars. I wondered then what a career in Formula 1 or as an Aston Martin engineer would be like. I remember being very confused about what I wanted to do, but I did know that I wanted to work on something new and exciting. My name is Chris and I'm a drone engineer and a lecturer at the University of Manchester. My passion for drones started during my MSc. My research project was on developing flight test procedures for drones based on open source autopilot systems. The project was very interesting. The best part of it was the equipment and the facilities that were available to me. I did testing, till destruction using high-speed cameras, a full characterization of a pitot-static probe on a wind tunnel, and had access to a fully kitted electronics and mechanics lab to work on the autopilot. I also had help from the research and technical staff. By the end of my project, I was able to demonstrate a fully automatic aircraft flying through waypoints. My first job after graduating was as a researcher at the university on a project to support small companies identify applications and produce prototypes for drones. I was given access to much larger drones with more complex systems and started developing some of my own. One of our first projects was to investigate the feasibility of using drones to study biodiversity in the Amazonian rainforest. The maps we produced then were the highest resolution maps ever created of the San Palomino community. It was useful for researchers to identify and count the trees, and also to the local community as they could easily identify illegal deforestation. Since then, I have worked on numerous projects using drones as tools to better understand our environment by designing systems that can sample greenhouse gases around large areas, like this CO2 sampling drone for example, created to monitor landfill sites. One of the most inspiring parts of my job is meeting and working with leading scientists to develop new solutions, like using drones to sample volcanic plumes or designing, building and operating a new aircraft for collecting ash from active volcanoes in Italy. Our latest project, which successfully flew a day before the lockdown was announced, is around the commercial viability of using drones to deliver life-saving packages to rural areas of our country. This project, in partnership with Snowdonia Aerospace and NHS Wales, highlights how important drone operations could become in the near future, and we want you to be a part of this. Magma is an example of a student-led project. It resulted in a world-first demonstration of flapless flight. The aircraft was designed and built by a team of students and successfully demonstrated an aircraft capable of turning without using any moving parts outside the aircraft. Innovation in aerospace engineering will not stop here. As we speak, we are designing new labs, equipment and facilities for you. The drones you see here, for example, are part of some of the new practical sessions we are developing for you. This will ensure that you are exposed to the leading edge of technology during your studies here. Thank you very much and I hope to meet you all soon. Welcome to Manchester.